good morning, everyone here in Asia and in the US, Canada, and the other side. It's already evening, and thank you for joining us today. And I'm with Abhishek to discuss marketing pixels because this is something that it could be quite tricky to navigate, especially for people who are non-tech. Because hey, where do we get these? Oh, maybe a lot of us understand the concept of pixels, but not really the technical aspect of it. Or, yeah, but here today, Abhishek will show us what are marketing pixels and how we can use it. And actually, in Sizes, the premium link shortener tool, we can use pixels in there to help us retarget our customers later on. So it could lead to eventually, hopefully, it can lead into conversions
Yep.
using the techniques that we are going to show today here. So, Abhishek, could you please first introduce yourself to our audience?
Uh, well, by now most of the folks should already know me. I have been on couple of interviews. So my name is Abhishek. I am the founder of a company called Freshet LLC, which is a US based company, and we have couple of free SaaS and we have couple of paid SaaS. Incises.com is our third paid SaaS on a freemium model, and yeah, that's pretty much about me.
Right. But in case they don't know, maybe you can
Mhm.
tell them about your background
Uh,
previously, that you work in Oracle, and yeah,
yeah,
gives
so
a little
so,
bit of credibility. A bit.
credibility, right? Okay, so I have been into industry for around 13 or 14 years now, software industry. I have worked for top 10 companies in the world, and uh, I have held multiple positions. Uh, a lot of softwares in fact, actually, you see those Apple softwares on service centers, right? It's called Global Service Exchange. I was part of the team which was leading the effort of building that software when I was part of Infosys. So,
Mm.
uh, so a lot of things I have done in the past, and I've worked for top 10 companies in the software companies in the world.
Okay, that sounds good. So now let's talk about what are marketing pixels.
Okay, so in easiest terms, marketing pixels are nothing but a tag that is given to every user that visits a website. It can be your website, it can be someone other's website, or nowadays wherever you go, there is a pixel involved. For example, you go to Skyscanner. A lot of folks use a Skyscanner in Europe. So you go to Skyscanner, do a search from, I don't know, from London to New York. You search a flight. You go back to Facebook, you will start seeing ads from flights going from London to New York. And the way it happens is because Skyscanner tags you with a marketing pixel. Pixel is just a JavaScript code, or in some cases, it is a server side code given by first party cookie. So there are two things. First is cookies, and the second is the actual pixel. So the pixels tag you in the cookies, and then those cookies are transferred on the server every time you make a request. So even though you are not on skyscanner.com, when you're visiting Facebook, the Facebook tag will pick it up, and then they will know you were interested in looking for a flight. So they will start showing ads from them. So it can be ads from either Skyscanner if they are running something called retargeting, or it can be from any other competitor who is trying to sell a website flight ticket to you for that those two locations from London to New York. And if you are not aware, then retargeting is the best way to use your ads. The sales numbers are actually crazy on retargeting. And if you're not doing retargeting for your business, then you are using a lot of money on the table.
Okay, so you said it's the one of the highest ROI when it comes to marketing. Then how
Correct.
do we actually apply? Okay, first of all, where can we find these pixels? Because I'm
Mhm.
sure they are in different platforms. And then
Correct.
number two is how can we use incisors to retarget our customers via marketing pixels?
Okay. So for sales conversion, you need to understand there are three types of audience. The first is your hot leads, the people who have interacted with your brand already. The second is your warm leads who have heard about you but have not interacted directly with your brand. And the last one is your cold audience, which have not heard anything about you at all. The easiest way to sell is to sell to the hot audience because they have already interacted with your brand. So there is a high chance that they will convert first. Think of it this way: there you open a new shop opens in a neighborhood. How many of you will go and buy the item from a new shop immediately after it opens within a day or two? And how many of you will buy a item from that shop once you have seen it, I don't know, 2 months down the line? It's just our mentality that as things passes, it gains more credibility. Even though the shop remains same, the shopkeeper remains same, most of the items remain same in the shop, but you will make a purchase. You will be more inclined to make a purchase down the line uh, after some time instead of making it for the first time. There is hardly anyone on internet or anywhere that makes sales on the first impression. That is why retargeting is mostly needed. Now, coming to how many types, so some platforms call pixels as tag, some call it pixel, and some call it something else. There are different names given, but don't confuse. At the end of the day, all are pixels. And the reason we have so many pixels, we have Quora pixel, Reddit pixel, Facebook pixel, Twitter pixel. There is so much controversy on Twitter nowadays. Then Google pixel, and so on and so forth. There is a huge range of pixels, and the reason you have so many pixels is because each of them are competing against each other for both on the advertiser front and both on the seller front. And as a marketer or as a product owner, your job is to ensure you get the lowest cost. So you need to choose the platform which will be more relevant for you or for your audience, uh, and you get the lowest CPC. For folks who don't know, CPC is cost per click. So you can use incisors to embed pixel within the link itself, within the sort link itself. So every time someone opens that link, they get tagged with your pixel. It can be of almost any platform. At the moment, we don't support TikTok, but apart from that, we support all the major platforms. So you can tag them with any pixel, and it will. You can start showing them ads, retargeting ads.
Okay, so like, all right, like, say I went to someone's website
Hmm.
and I think I get tagged when I do that because later on in the day, I'll see all the ads on Facebook about
Correct.
that company or ads on Google about that
Correct.
company. And you
Correct.
say whenever I go to a blog that is monetized by Google, I can see this particular product as well. So
Correct.
exactly how is that thing set up? And can we do that in sizes?
Yeah, it's very easy. See, the tag is nothing but a JavaScript code, and most of
Okay.
us have either interacted with JavaScript uh, uh, firsthand or indirectly. Every time you embed a code, let's say you use our sources testimony code snippets, you try to embed. It's a JavaScript code. It's 2 or 3 lines of code that you put into your site. It can be in the header, it can be in the body, or it can be using HTML widgets that you use on WordPress. or anything else. So it's just a JavaScript code. You put it there on your pages, whichever pages you want to tag users on, and you can skip from pages where you don't want to tag users on. For example, in Mutant Mail, we don't tag people once you have logged into dashboard. We don't want Google and Facebook and whatnot to track what you are doing inside. We only tag you before you have logged in into system, because that is what we care about. We care about tracking how many sales came. We care about people who have not signed in on our system, or people who have not made a purchase with us, so we do retargeting for that. We don't care about if you have already signed in, because you have already converted. So let me show you how a tag looks like. Let me share my screen.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, can you put the screen on? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. So, for example, I am on in my Quora account, and if people don't know, Quora is uh, uh, one of the what can I say, low CPC
Forum.
platforms. Yeah, and it's a very low CPC platform compared to Facebook, Google, and all. And you can laser target your audience because you can choose exact questions, exact niches, and whatnot, where you want to show ads to people. Okay, because you know what questions your audience will be looking for, so you can choose exactly those questions and show the ad there. Okay, so
Okay, so for example, this one, where do you actually find this inside Quora? I didn't even know that Quora, you have pixels inside Quora. Okay, this is
okay,
interesting.
so basically you click here, and there is something called ads account. You need to enable your ads account on Quora.
Okay,
Once you have done that, you need to go to pixel and events, and then you need to click on setup pixel. So I'm doing manually because just want the code. So I would just select manually, and I got this. So this is the pixel code. So we don't want the full pixel code. I would show you what we need from here. So we just need the pixel code. So where is that? There you go. So this is your pixel tag. Okay.
okay,
So so to use this as in incisors, it's very easy. And I know people find it sometimes challenging to do these kind of things because they find it is technical, but really this is a two-step process, just two steps. You come to incisors, you click on tracking pixel, you click on add pixel, and then you select from the drop down what kind of pixel it is. So for example, it is a Quora pixel, so I will just name it Quora pixels, and then I will just put the tag here, add pixel. Done. So now you have pixel ready. It is as simple as that. Very easy to add a pixel. You just need to find the correct pixel
okay,
to add. Now, over period, what happens is you might want to run ads on or retarget on Facebook. You might want to do that on Google. You might want to do on Quora, Reddit, LinkedIn, and whatnot. There are so many platforms, right? Just to look at the number of platforms we support, huge list of platform. Snapchat also. So what happens is it becomes a pain to keep on embedding more and more pixels into your website, because you may want to down the line remove ads from LinkedIn and just run on Twitter, or maybe you want to run on Facebook and get rid of Google. I don't know, there are so many scenarios and so many providers that you want to switch from. So there is something called Google Tag Manager. So you can use tag managers to manage all the pixels and tags into one. So what happens is at the end of day, you will have single JavaScript code that will come from, in this example, Google Tag Manager. And within that tag manager, you will add tags for Facebook, Google, Quora, Reddit, Twitter, LinkedIn, everything within Google Tag Manager. So now you will have only one Google Tag Manager code that you can put on your website. And obviously, Incises support that. So if you go to Google Tag Manager here, for example, this is the tag for Google Tag Manager. So you can just put it here, Google example. Okay, so you just paste the tag here once you have done the setup, and it's in the starting it can feel quite overwhelming because each of these settings needs to go through a chain of process, which is beyond the scope of this interview because it will take a lot of time to explain. But once you have done it, it's very easy to get rid of a pixel. Suppose I want to get rid of a pixel, I can just select one and I can just delete. I don't want to suppose go to Facebook, I can just delete. For example, this is for Google Ads. These are all the names that I have given. Your naming convention can be different. So, for example, I have Quora, I have Twitter. So I'm using Twitter, Quora, Google Ads, and Facebook at the moment. But your setup can be different, and you can use Google Tags to use that. And that is why even if there is a pixel which Incises might not support, you can just come to Google Tag Manager, embed that tag, whichever platform you want to use, and they have a huge range of pixels that they support. And you can use GTM to create a tag inside Incises. Now, these tags can be used on any link. So we have been using entrepreneur.com, for example. So let's go to entrepreneur.com and let's search for example, this is a tech related article, right? Because all my softwares are tech related. So I will just copy this, come to dashboard, paste the link, and here there is pixels. So I have created the new pixels here. All you need to do is you need to select that pixel. Suppose I want just the Quora pixel, or this is the one that I just created for Incises, right? So I will just select this one, or you can have multiple also. Both are allowed. So, and rest of the stuff so remain same. Suppose I want to give it a name, 1, 2, 3, and then the redirect type, if you don't want to do anything, will be this one. Or if you want to create a CTA link, you can create this one and then create a short link. So the system will, since I selected a CTA, the system will try to create a summary page out of it. And once it is done, it will have your CTA on top of it. So it's done. So if I open here, when this link was opened, it already has a CTA and pixel on it. So if I go here, if I do inspect, now you don't need to do all this. I'm just opening this to show you that the link indeed does a run a Google Tag Manager and pixels. Mhm. You see, uh, so basically the tag or the pixel that was used uh, to create the pixel option in Incises fires every time the link is opened. Every time this link is opened by me, it will tag me. And every time that a link is opened by Elma, it will tag Elma. And these tags can then be used on whatever platform these pixels were having. For example, this was GTM, my GTM. So this GTM has tags of Facebook, Google Ads, and Quora. So I can open any one of these systems and use their pixel to start showing you ad again. And since you have already interacted with my service called Incises, what it will happen is you can pitch them. Okay, what is the number one benefit of Incises? What is the number two benefit of Incises? And you can even do it on day basis. Suppose for first 7 days after you have left my platform, I can show you the benefit of Incises as a link shortener. Next 7 days, I will show you the benefit as something else, maybe as a retargeting pixel. If you have still not converted, I can offer you a 5% discount code for example, because I know what was the last duration you went uh, uh, to my or our website. And for to do those kind of things, you need to create segmented audiences using these pixels on those platforms.
Okay, so you mentioned, okay, it's a little bit complicated actually, even for me. So
Okay.
let's go back to the Google Tag Manager where you
Okay.
showed us different pixels that
Hmm.
you put inside your Google Tag Manager. So these pixels are created inside, for example, this one is inside Facebook,
Hmm.
right?
Correct.
And then
Correct.
you add it in Google Tag Manager,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
Okay.
Precisely.
And then say for each tag, you specify an
Event.
event, right?
Correct. Correct.
And that is also done, for example, in Facebook and not in Google Tag Manager. Google Tag Manager is only consolidating all these tags for us.
Actually, you can even
Or
select what kind of events you want that tag to fire on. On Google Tag
okay,
Manager, you can specify, for example, if you will see this is for Facebook view content, that means you have visited my website and you try to see the pricing page of ours. Okay, so I will tag you with that. And this event, Google Tag Manager will pass to the Facebook pixel. So it will go to the Facebook server. But it is initiated by Google Tag Manager. And to understand uh, how this event is being fired, you need to go to something called triggers. The triggers will tell which trigger and when to fire, on which page, on which element the visibility is on. For example, where is the pricing page for this? So if I go to the pricing page, see, I know this is the pricing page. So if you will look at the URL, it's a unique URL. There is no
wait,
other
wait,
URL.
let me just hide this thing on top so they can see it. Okay, so they can see
Okay.
this one, right? The
Okay,
URL.
all right. So you see on the URL, it's a unique URL. There is no URL in the on my pixel other than this, which will conflict with it. Anything that has incisors.com/pricing is a pricing page. So I can create a trigger to fire specifically on this page. So I can tag them with an event, view content special, a view content with a custom parameter, or something like that. There are multiple ways to do same thing. So this event will fire, for example, I want this event to fire on Facebook and not on Quora. So I can choose in Google Tag Manager which events to fire on which pixel. So this is a very powerful stuff because now I'm decoupling the technical part of my website for each time you want to embed or make a change in your website and whatnot. You don't want to do that. You just embed a GTM code and you control all the pixels, all the tags from one interface. You want to get rid of LinkedIn? Go ahead. You go and delete the LinkedIn pixel from GTM. Done. You don't want to touch your website. See, this is the whole reason social testimony came into picture because you don't want to touch your production website. If you're touching it every time, you're doing something wrong. There will be so many times you will break your website just because you tried to make something, some different changes and it impacted something else. Production websites, apart from writing articles, they are not supposed to be touched.
Okay, now that's very interesting.
Yeah,
So, guys, do check out Google Tag Manager. I'm sure you can find a lot of information when you go to Google and
correct.
just search for Google Tag Manager and
Yep,
find out how to set up one. Now,
yep. and
inside
act and
Incises,
and actually there it is not just Google Tag Manager. There are multiple types of tag managers now. Even I think around 6 months back, Adobe came with a tag manager. So there are multiple tag managers you can even choose from, and all of them support multiple pixels and tags.
what are the other tag managers do you know of?
Uh, well, I'm only aware of two, but I remember reading there were total of five or six.
Wow. Okay. So we
Yeah,
don't even know about. So what's
yeah.
the other one that you know?
It's Adobe Tag Manager. because
Sorry?
the uh, Adobe
Oh,
Adobe Tag
Adobe.
Manager.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't even know they have a tag manager. Okay,
yeah,
that's
they are apparently getting into Pixel's game, directly or indirectly.
okay. That is very, very interesting. So, guys, if you are interested on these, just go and search for either Google Tag Manager or Adobe Tag Manager,
Mhm.
and then you will find more information about it. And each of the and if you want to know like what kind of pixels can incisors work with or which platforms, go to incisors, I think, right, and you can see here on the pixel provider the different types of pixel provider that incisors supports,
Correct. We support all the major ones at the moment,
right?
except TikTok. So the reason we were actually embedding TikTok, but then the problem is TikTok is changing at the moment their pixel and tag setup almost every second week. Okay, they seems they are in a phase of transformation to a new UI or new system or something. So every second week I'm getting mails from them that they have changed something else. So
Oh,
I don't want to offer something where my system starts to break. It is better to say that we don't have this available instead of things breaking out.
okay, now that's really, really interesting. So we can find here the pixels that its incisors is currently supporting. We
Mhm.
know where to put the pixels for use
Correct.
later on. Okay.
And not just that, Elma. If you want, folks, for example, you want to track visits and whatnot on your Google Analytics, you can use Google Analytics Pixel in Incisors as well. It is not just ads. Suppose you don't like our analytics system, for example, you want to see everything in Google Analytics, just use the Google Analytics Pixel.
Okay.
So too many options. You can see every tracking, every click, every user inside your Google Analytics itself, if you prefer that. So many options.
Right. There are, yes, indeed, so many options. So apparently Cloudflare also has a tag manager. I'm
Oh
not
wow. Okay, I did not knew that.
so let me see who commented that. I couldn't see the name. I will find the name later on. But
Hmm.
yeah, I saw one
See,
of the feedback.
the future is actually these tag managers, and I will tell you why. In future, third-party cookies, the third-party cookies are already having trouble, and that is what is needed for making or tracking all your sales. It gets blocked by because some of the websites don't say concept cookie consent form. Sometimes it gets blocked because of ad managers and so on and so forth. So in future, you can use Google tag managers or any tag managers on the server side. So what happens is all the third party cookies becomes your first party cookies, but that's a very different technical setup, and you will need a technical expertise to do that. But essentially what will happen is all those cookies that these people were using to track you, instead of becoming third party cookies, they will become first party cookies, and apparently it will come all from directly from your website, and they will pull your data, pixel data out on the server communication. So the people will still be tagged, and these ad managers, browsers and whatnot won't be able to block them.
Okay. Let's see. I think we I'm getting a few questions.
Mhm.
Okay. First. Okay, so there's a question here from Vijay. How can I use Incisors effectively for affiliate marketing using the CTA option?
Okay, it's actually one of the best use case for using incisors is for affiliate marketing. Okay, I will tell you straightforward, uh, and it is not just product sales. It is also for sweepstakes. It is also for promotions. For example, the sweepstakes, you often see sweepstakes for iPhones, right? But what happens is the iPhones are generally logged to a specific reason. For example, there would be an offer, sweepstake offer, that runs only and only on iPhone devices. Basically, they want leads only for iPhone devices, and they want only in Australia. Just for an example. So what you can do is you can come to dashboard. You can paste. I'm just using this as your as an example link. So this will become your default link. This is the link where if the criteria is not matched, the users will be directed. So this can be your personal website or something else. Now what you need to do is you need to use geo targeting. Here you can select Australia, and then you can filter down even to the state level. But in 99% of the cases you don't want state levels because the offers are logged to an entire region. So suppose we want Australia offer. So now this particular, whenever someone will open this sort link, and if they open from Australia, they will be redirected on Australia offer and they won't be redirected on this, the default one. So let's put it as default. Suppose you found another offer for same for iPhone and that runs in US. So you can select this and you can do a US offer. Suppose you found another one for UK. So you can have, and of course you can name it as suppose iPhone offer test. Okay. For example, so now what you have is you have one iPhone, you had only one iPhone offer, or you have only one link at the moment called iPhone offer test, which will open a different offer for Australia folks, which will open a different offer for US folks, which will open different offer for United Kingdom. And if none of these criteria are met, it will open a default page. So none of your traffic is missing or is getting lost or you are wasting. You are utilizing your complete traffic, and I assure you, you will find always sweepstakes which will have offer for one geolog, because I used to run affiliate. I used to be affiliates long back, and I have played the game, so I know how this is done. You can use this to do a retargeting. Suppose in future you get an offer which is not geo logged, which is device logged. So you can select which kind of device you want to run the offer. So for example, this is a iPhone only offer. Suppose you are promoting a product or an app which needs installation only on iPhone. So you can have a device locking, and then you can keep on adding more for Windows, for Mac, and so on and so forth. So you see, none of your leads are getting lost. These all will be on a single link, single link. So that is what the power is.
Wow. Yes, it's, you know what? After this live stream, I'm going to watch this video all over again because I'm sure I missed a lot of interesting topics. But
Yeah.
here we, okay, now we can see the power of using incisors where we can do geo targeting, device targeting.
Mhm.
You can add the CTAs, so many
Mhm.
things that we can do. But so basically, we are not really using our apps to the fullest or this software to the fullest. So I hope that
Yeah.
this live stream helped you out, everyone. For us to know more about one, what are marketing pixels? Number two is how we can effectively use marketing pixels to connect and to eventually convert our customers. And then number three is that what are the other features available. Like a couple of weeks ago, we discussed about the CTA RSS with hashtags, and
Mhm.
today we dwelled more on the geo-targeting, device targeting, and the marketing pixels, and how you can manage all your pixels in one dashboard using Google Tag Manager. So that's what was discussed today. And there are five or six more Google, tag managers that exist in the market right now. And I think mostly are for free, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yep,
yeah.
yep.
So,
Oh, they
hmm,
are only chargeable if we use their server-side containers. So server-side container is the future, and eventually we will all have to use that at some point in time. But for now, you can keep on using them only as a container to swap your pixels and tags as and when you need it, and it's free.
good, good, good. Okay, so now let's go back to the your product in sizes. Now, we have a question on the LTD limits.
Okay. Okay, so it's a different limit everywhere. So let me show you how the limits are. You can just go to here, and every plan has a different limit. So it starts with 10K, and every time you slide the bar, you make us more happier because you see there is a emoji on top, which is which is showing you making it more happier, and it comes with different limit. To summarize, in short, uh, the all the USPs starts at code 1, and all the features unlock at tier 5, and then the API unlock at tier 11. So it starts with $29, and the max tier is 309. And this is the exact mapping we have on all our partner platforms. Okay, the plan is exact same. It's just on incisors. It's not a upgradable limit. It's a one-time limit. But if you want to change plans, just send us a mail. In most of the cases, we are very comfortable. We calculate the difference and we send you a custom invoice. You make the payment. We make the changes from the backend. It's not a problem.
All right. And just to let also others know, my links. Okay, can you take us through the dashboard of Incises? On the left-hand side, you have different like archive links or expired links, all these things. Can we go in one by one for them to see what is
Okay.
inside the dashboard? Okay.
Okay. So the CTA designs is basically the pop-up that you see. For example, if I open, this is the automated profile. If I open any of them, for example, and this is all done using CTA RSS feed. So this is the CTA. In this case, the CTA is for social testimony, and this is the automatic summary page which has been created from dzone, and it has been created because the dzone has IFM protection in which other URL shorteners won't be able to create a custom CTA. Even though the option is there, you can go and try. They won't be able to create it. So this is the CTA. So you create it in the CTA design. So I have what, 9 of them created, and you can create and design your own CTA. Color, text, picture, everything is customizable here. You can change anything up. Thus, after CTA design, you have CTA RSS feed. Basically, you feed a RSS feed and you get a RSS feed out. So if I come here, so this is a CTRSS feed, and the reason we call it a CTRSS feed is because all the original links of the RSS feed has been replaced with a sorter link, and this sorter link already has your CTA. So when you use this RSS feed as source in your social media scheduler, all the posts that happen using this RSS feed will automatically have a CTA there because it is already present in the source RSS, RSS feed itself. In the CT RSS feed itself, it is present. So that is your CT RSS feed, and you can enable them every time. After that, you have splash designs. So splash design is basically, let me take an example here. So we will take this one. We will go here and we will select a splash. So we let's look at a little decent one. So this is the splash, and here also everything is customizable. So it is an ad, which is a 5-second ad, and text, image, and everything is customizable before the user moves to the original page. So if I open this again, even the counter is customizable, and I can show you this. If I go to splash designs, edit, and you see the counter is customizable, the picture is customizable, icon is customizable, text is customizable, so everything is customizable here. After splash designs, you have bio pages. We all know, I'm hoping, what a bio page is. If you don't know, and you have analytics for all of them. If you don't know, this is how a bio page looks like. So in the mobile view, it will look something like this. So you can have your own blocks here. We have a video exactly to demonstrate this one. You can have your own block of text. You can have your own designs. You can have rounded. You can have color combinations and whatnot. Fully customizable. If you want a text form here, that is also possible. I believe I had somewhere. Okay, so you can have your V card here. You can have your email subscription here and whatnot. So the bio pages can have everything. It can have your social media profiles and whatnot. So that's bio pages. After that, you have QR codes. Again, QR codes are used for many things. I have used QR codes for V statics, V cards, or virtual cards. Each of these will be downloadable card. If you are watching it on a screen, you can try to scan it on the screen, and you will see it will automatically download the V card. And after
Nice.
that, yeah. So, and we have two types of V card. For example, if you will scan the static V card, what it will do is it won't go through internet at all. Immediately, it will give you an option on your phone to add to your contact list. So this one, every time you change, you need to change the image. The rest, all of them, you will notice it is a standard V card. Standard V card means it will point you to a link, and from the link, it will download. So that way, that links become a trackable link. So you can track everything there, clicks and whatnot.
Nice.
After that, you have analytics, and of course, that's the number of clicks, number of links created, where and whatnot. And each of the links obviously can be opened. So these are not here. So if I go to my links is basically the list of everything that is there. If I open this one, it tells how many clicks. Okay, it was not able to check the country and who the referral was. So everything it gets logged here. If I open something big one, for example, this one, it should have more data. Okay, or maybe something older one. So it tells you which country and whatnot, all the details there. Archive links is basically if the links you don't want them to open anymore, but you want, for some reason, you want those links to be retained. So you can have archive links. Expired links is basically each link that you create on Incises can have you can set to auto expire. For example, if I go here, this is the link that we created just now, right? So if I go here, I can set a expiration date to this one. So for example, if I select it to 24, if you try to open it, it will say it has expired tomorrow, because this link won't be able to open anymore. So if for some reason you want to share a link and you want it to auto expire, you can do that. After that, you have link or campaign or rotator. Campaign or rotator is basically, yeah, a bunch of links that you put into one, and randomly it will show you one of those links. So suppose you have 4 or 5 offers you want to show to folks, and you randomly want to show one offer. So you can use the bundle or rotator for that. So you open this link, it will show a random out of all the URLs that has been given. And then after that, there is a tracking pixel that we already discussed. After that, you have my domains. My domains is very easy. You need to add a CNAME record on your domain or subdomain that points to cname.incises.com. For example, you this is your domain, right? Elma.
Right.
So,
Yes, it is mine.
so you can suppose it is already pointed. It won't work now because C is already using it. But you can just enter this, click on add domain, and we will automatically generate the SSL certificate for you. Okay,
O-
so and it will automatically add. Once you have added this option will be available throughout your dashboard wherever you want to create your link.
Okay.
As as simple as that. Yeah.
Right. And the integrations, I think they also need to see what integrations you have in Incises.
Which integration part? Okay.
Oh, the
So
bottom, yes. That's
okay.
important.
Okay. So basically, we have WordPress plugin. So once you have set up everything, you can click on WordPress, download and install your own plugin. So you can manage everything from your WordPress dashboard itself. Okay. Apart from that, we have API where if you want to build your own what can I say layer, or you want to integrate into a custom app, you can do that. But APIs in you only need actually uh, if you are going to build a custom solution on top of it. If you don't want to build a custom solution for it, you don't really need API. uh, all the automation can already be done using CTRSS feed. That is the whole reason we went ahead and built that full custom module just for you.
Okay. I recall that you have this script that can connect Incises to Radar, and that is
Yes.
via API, right?
No, 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 no. It
Oh,
doesn't
that's
use
not.
it.
Okay.
Uh, it doesn't need to. It can use your CTRSS feed to do that as well.
Okay. So, since we are still on the topic of the integration, is integrately integration available?
No, integratedly is not available. But if you tell a good enough reason to uh, uh, for us to integrate it, we can integrate it.
Okay, so Ranveer, you got your answer. Okay, and let's see. There's a follow-up question from VJ.
Mhm.
So he's thinking of sharing articles with affiliate links using CTA. So will that be effective?
Oh, well, that depends on your audience and what kind of articles you are sharing. If it will resonate with your audience, definitely.
Okay, let me see. I've seen a question on any plans for this, but I couldn't see who asked it. And what is the previous question? I don't see it. Let me refresh this one.
All
Yeah,
right.
I have to see like different tabs. I have a tab open in Zoom Modules
Okay.
group. I have a tab open in Bring Again group, and I have
Yeah.
the YouTube tab open as well to look for the questions or who are
Oh,
asking the questions.
yeah. When I go live streaming, I
Uh-huh.
close all the tabs. If you will, but at the moment I have it open, you see how many tabs I have on
Right.
each window. Yeah.
So, but I have to do it because I'm moderating the live stream.
You obviously you are the host.
Exactly. Yes, I have to do it. You don't have to. Don't worry. I'm doing that for you. Okay. Right. So I couldn't find any. I couldn't find any other questions. Somebody
All
asked
right.
any plan for this, but I don't know what is the plan. If it's about integrately integration later, if I believe what Abhishek said is that if there are many users who are requesting for an integrately integration, or if you have a really good use case,
Correct.
then you can ask him, and
Yeah.
then they might. they might do that. So
Yep,
depending
see,
on.
see, the
Mhm.
logic is the logic for us is very simple. If it is going to benefit you, really benefit you, just not for the sake of doing it, we will build it, the feature. But most of the time, people just ask something and they don't use it. I will tell you an example. Someone asked our daily CTA RSS feed limit to be raised to 150 per day. I asked plain and simple, tell me a blog or a website that will give you 150 RSS feed or RS articles per day. Show me one. There is no way you are getting 150 from someone else. Or there is no way you can post even on social media using any API or any social media scheduler. 150 posts per day. They will block you. So what is the point in giving you 150 options per day? Not does not make sense, right? So if you will actually use it, you or have a good use case, just ask us. We will build it.
Okay, let me. So I think this is also from Ranveer. Strange, I couldn't find it in the group, but I can
Okay.
find it here inside Melon Studio. So I want to automate a website which does not have RSS feed. Can I do this?
There are a lot of websites which can create a RSS feed from any website. Okay, so just go to those. I cannot name them, but you can just search for it. You can create RSS feed from any website easily. You create a RSS feed, you feed that RSS feed into our system, you get a CTA RSS feed, then use it anywhere. So you don't really the target website whose articles you want to share for curated contents, they don't really have to have a RSS feed. Or at the end of the day, you can always have that Google News thing and go unlimited mode. Just use the Google mode RSS feed, uh, and specify your keywords there, and boom, you have automatic CTRS feed, all the multiple sites merged into one, and always latest content, unlimited.
Okay, so okay, this one is from Fernando. Does Incises have a buzz feature when a link is getting lots of buzz?
Okay, no, we don't have that, but we do have analytics, and you can sort everything in the analytics actually. So if you go link, you can sort your results by most popular, and you can also specify the filter date. So if I do this, see this one had 836 clicks. So we don't have that feature specifically, but there are other ways to do same thing.
Okay, and how can Incises check for broken links? So can it check for if the link is up or down?
No, at the moment it doesn't. At the moment it doesn't. But you are the second person to ask me that. So we are thinking to put a first of all a 404 check, and we are also considering if we should make a automatic link detector in the backend. Now this is, I'm not committing anything, but we are considering in making one so that you get alerts if one of your link goes down.
Okay, so let's see. Say thank you for answering the question and also for the amazing product. Yes, thank you. Incisors is really amazing. Okay, so I think that's it for today, and we are going to start our live draw. So I gathered some names. Okay, but I'm sure I missed some people. Okay, I will now hide your screen
All right.
and I will show my screen. Oh, do you have link cloaking? It's another question from.
Yes, yes, we have. We
So
have.
link cloaking is there.
Yep.
Okay, so let me just sort this thing. We have Aris, we have Fernando, Kevin, Lino, Ranveer, Trevor. There are a few more, but is there anyone here right now that I missed? Oh, VJ. How can I miss VJ? He's the one.
Yeah, he asked a question. He asked a
Yeah,
question.
he asked a lot of questions, which is actually pretty good. Okay, let's see who else did I miss. All right, I think that's about it. Oh, okay. There's one more comment came in. Oh, so
Folks, if you want to be part of draw, speak up now or be silent
yeah, speaker.
forever.
Yeah, be silent forever, and we can only have one winner because yeah, it's very early in the morning and a winner
Yeah.
to start the day.
Or tell me
So
about it. I'm not used to waking up early at all because most of the time I end up working late nights.
okay, and I think that's it. Okay, so nobody is saying, "Hey, I missed them." Okay, let's shuffle this a few times, and we
Oh, your
go.
screen is not live actually.
Oh my God. Okay, let's show again. I thought
Okay,
it was
there you go.
live. Okay, so everyone, can you please check if I missed any names before I click the. Okay, so I got you, Lino. I got Trevor. Who did I miss? Anyone? Um, no one. Okay, so let me now shuffle. Okay, even clicking the wrong screen, and we click this. Oh,
All right, Trevor.
okay. So the winner is Trevor. So how can
Yeah.
they claim their prize? How can
Uh,
Trevor claim his prize?
just reach out to Elma. I will provide Elma the code, and you can sort things out with Elma.
Okay, great. So thanks so much, Trevor. Congratulations, Trevor. You won our giveaway today. And for everyone, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel or join us in Sumo Deals group or Bring Again group so that you are updated with master classes like this. Like a class like this typically would cost a lot of money, say 200, 300, just to get just to enroll on a class like this, and we are providing this to you for free. So we just want to bring value to our groups, and we want to help as much businesses as we can. So we are in a mission to make sure that businesses can grow, and even if you are non-tech, you can actually use technology software to run your business and to help you grow. So
Yep.
thank you so much. And Trevor, I'll reach out to you later once I have the code from Abhishek. So
Yep.
thank you so much. And by the way, we still have one more giveaway. It's still live. That if you share, you can sign up for free on Incises. And if you share a link, just search for Incises in either Bring Again or Sumo Deals group, and you can post a link, Incises shortened link as an example with CTA. And the most creative we would be the winner, and there will be four winners for that giveaway. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, and have a nice day. And to those on the other side of the world, I hope you sleep well. Bye.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Yeah, sleep well. You too. You have to sleep, right? Bye bye.
Yeah.